Today, we're diving into the latest buzz in the smartphone world, with rumors swirling about the iPhone 16 Pro Max promising some serious upgrades. It seems like Apple is gearing up to steal the spotlight. But where does that leave Samsung and its Galaxy S24 Ultra? Let's find out if it's time for Samsung to shake things up. The wind of change is blowing in the tech world. The iPhone 16 Pro Max is rumored to get a major redesign that could make it a game changer, while the Galaxy S24 Ultra appears to be sticking to familiar territory. First up, let's talk design. The iPhone 16 Pro Max is rumored to be a sci-fi dream. Reputable leaker Ice Universe suggests it will look like something straight out of a sci-fi movie. Apple is reportedly refining the design to be sleeker and more ergonomic, with a bigger 6.9-inch display. This is a significant bump up from its predecessor and is likely to offer a more immersive experience for users. On the other hand, the Samsung Galaxy S24 Ultra seems to be sticking with what's familiar. If you've seen the S23 Ultra, you've pretty much seen the S24 Ultra. It's strange saying this about a Galaxy and not an iPhone. Samsung appears to be playing it safe, keeping the design largely unchanged from its predecessor. While this isn't necessarily a bad thing, it feels a bit conservative in the face of Apple's bold new moves. Next, let's talk displays. Apple is rumored to upgrade the iPhone 16 Pro Max's display size to a dramatic 6.9 inches. This substantial increase is expected to offer a brighter, more vibrant screen. Apple's display technology has always been top tier, and the iPhone 16 Pro Max is likely to continue that trend with ultra-thin symmetrical bezels. Samsung's displays have been industry-leading for years, and the S24 Ultra continues that tradition with a stunning AMOLED screen. However, when compared to the upcoming iPhone, it feels like more of the same. The size and quality are top-notch, but there's no significant leap from the previous model. Now let's dive into the AI race. One of the most exciting rumors about the iPhone 16 Pro Max is its AI enhancements. Apple is reportedly going to integrate advanced AI features into its already very well-performing operating system. From smarter Siri interactions to AI-driven photography enhancements, the iPhone 16 Pro Max is shaping up to be a beast. And I'm more than excited for the upcoming WWDC 2024, where we're bound to get a glimpse of what Apple will offer. On the other hand, the Galaxy S24 Ultra introduced Galaxy AI, which was a major highlight for the entire series. Will Apple's AI implementation beat the Galaxy AI? We have just a couple of days waiting to see what Apple will offer. It seems like the roles are switching. Apple's strategy with the iPhone 16 Pro Max appears to be about pushing boundaries this time. The combination of a larger display, advanced AI, and a sleek new design suggests that Apple is not just iterating, but innovating. This approach is likely to attract both current iPhone users and those looking for something fresh and exciting. Samsung, on the other hand, appears to be playing it safe with the S24 Ultra. Years ago, I could have sworn Samsung was the innovator and Apple was somewhat boring in terms of innovation. But now, Samsung's focus seems to be on refining what works rather than taking bold new steps. Is now really the time to be doing that? In a market as competitive as smartphones, standing still is not an option. Apple's rumored upgrades for the iPhone 16 Pro Max could set a new standard for what people expect from a premium phone. Samsung's Galaxy S24 Ultra, while excellent in many aspects, feels like it's resting on its laurels. As tech enthusiasts, we crave innovation and excitement. We want to watch an announcement event and feel thrills down our spines instead of mumbling to ourselves that we've seen it all. Is it time for Samsung to step up its game? Absolutely. To stay on par with Apple's newly revived, aggressive innovation, Samsung needs to bring something new, something dramatic. The smartphone battle is far from over, and I'm eager to see how Samsung responds. What do you think? Is Samsung playing it too safe? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more tech updates. See you next time. In just a few months' time, the iPhone 16 Pro Max will succeed the iPhone 15 Pro Max and take on the mantle as the best and most advanced iPhone out there. Although there's plenty of time until September and a lot can change, we seem to know a lot about the upcoming top iPhone model based on rumors and leaks. How is the iPhone 16 Pro Max shaping up against its predecessor? What's changing and what's staying the same? Let's see how the iPhone 16 Pro Max shapes up against the current best iPhone Apple has in its roster. First up, let's talk about design and size. The iPhone 16 Pro Max will inherit the same design language as the iPhone 15 Pro Max, employing the same titanium frame with a completely flat screen. The major difference between the iPhone 16 Pro Max and the iPhone 15 Pro Max will be size. The upcoming iPhone screen will grow to 6.9 inches across, a significant bump over the iPhone 15 Pro Max's 6.7-inch display. To achieve this, they're likely shrinking the bezels down even further and making the phone itself slightly larger overall. As per the rumors, the iPhone 16 Pro Max will measure 163mm in height and 77.58mm in width versus 159.9mm and 76.7mm for the iPhone 15 Pro Max, respectively. A small but notable change, all things considered. The iPhone 15 Pro Max debuted with an action button instead of a mute switch and a USB Type-C port at the bottom, so those two features will be carrying over to the newer model as well. However, the iPhone 16 series will be scoring another button, dubbed the Capture button. Colors-wise, the iPhone 15 Pro Max was available in 4 understated and titanium-inspired colors. We've heard that Apple might use another titanium processing technique that will make the iPhone 16 Pro Max glossier and also more capable of retaining colors. Moving on to display differences. As mentioned, the iPhone 16 Pro Max will come along with a significantly larger display, measuring at 6.9 inches across. Aside from the size, we don't clearly expect any other major changes. We're certainly getting a liquid Retina XDR display with an OLED panel delivering superb colors, contrast, and exceptional maximum brightness. The screen will support 120Hz ProMotion refresh rate, making scrolling through the interface and on-screen content way smoother. Now let's delve into performance and software. The iPhone 16 Pro Max will feature a second-generation 3nm chip, possibly dubbed Apple A18 Pro. As one can imagine, we expect that the Apple A18 Pro will have better performance than the Apple A17 Pro. Due to the heavily rumored focus on AI for both iOS and the iPhone 16 range, we expect that the iPhone 16 Pro Max will come with a much improved neural engine to take care of all the generative AI features. The iPhone 16 Pro Max will also be the first to debut iOS 18 with a focus on artificial intelligence features. The new iPhone 16 Pro Max will also support faster Wi-Fi 7 and a more power-efficient 5G modem, keeping you future-proofed on the connectivity front. Let's talk about the camera. As the iPhone 15 Pro Max delivers a host of important camera features, chief among which is the new 120mm telephoto lens, the iPhone 16 Pro Max could finally address one of the forgotten cameras that hasn't recently scored any significant overhauls, the ultra-wide. Analyst Ming-Chi Kuo believes that Apple will be introducing a 48-megapixel ultra-wide camera on the iPhone 16 Pro Max. When it comes to audio quality, iPhone Pro Max devices are always up there with the best, setting the benchmarks for all other manufacturers to measure up against. The iPhone 16 Pro Max will be no exception. The same generally applies to haptics too. iPhones are arguably the best devices when it comes to haptic feedback, giving us precise and accurate vibrations that are sufficiently strong yet not overpowering. Lastly, battery life and charging. The iPhone 16 Pro Max will reportedly feature a much larger 4,676 mAh battery compared to the 4,422 mAh battery in the iPhone 15 Pro Max. Charging-wise, we haven't heard anything about a potential charging speed increase, but we hope to see one on the iPhone 16 Pro Max. So far, the iPhone 16 Pro Max is shaping up to be a logical improvement to the iPhone 15 Pro Max, delivering key upgrades in important areas like screen size, performance, AI, and battery life. Thus far, we haven't heard anything particular about a potential price increase, so it's safe to assume that the iPhone 16 Pro Max will start at $1,199 for the 256GB version. Of course, if there's an iPhone 15 Pro Max in your pocket, then you'll probably have few reasons to upgrade to the iPhone 16 Pro Max. Stay tuned for more updates on the iPhone 16 Pro Max as we get closer to its release date. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for the latest tech news and reviews. Thanks for watching. Until next time, peace.